Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This first video in 2025 is posted by the request of Wasim GNW123. So thank you so much for posting the question, Wasim, and here's the video as you requested. So if you're looking to start your import business in 2025, then this video is for you. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is the changes or the challenges that we can expect in the coming year and how we can prepare for that. So, but if you're looking for more details or in-depth steps on how to set up your business or how to start your import business, please check out my other videos where I have covered all the details in my 2024 and even the 2020 video. I'll post both the links in the description below, so please make sure to check out the playlist to learn more in details about that. And if you're new here, my name is Nisha Menon, and in this channel we talk all about importing into the UK. I'm not a customs agent or a freight forwarding agent, but I'm an entrepreneur with over 15 years of experience importing food products from India into the UK. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. As we are all aware, there has been a lot of changes in global trade in the past few years. It started off with COVID, then we had Brexit coming in the UK, then we had the political conflicts that we can recently see, then a lot of technological advancements, and also all these has resulted in the changing consumer preferences as well. In the midst of all these, all the businesses, including the exporters and the importers, are facing a lot of challenges and they are struggling to remain competitive. And 2025 seems to be a continuation of what we have seen in the last couple of years. So we are going to be seeing a lot of hurdles and challenges ahead. So what we're going to be talking about is what are the few challenges that we can expect and how to be prepared for the coming year. So the first one is geopolitical conflicts. There has been a lot of uncertainty in the global economy with all these ongoing trade wars, and we have the sanctions and also the conflicts that is going on between the various nations. And this has in turn brought about a lot of supply chain disruptions, increased tariffs, and also currency fluctuations. In 2025, we are going to continue to see these kind of problems as well. For example, Russia invading on Ukraine has led to the increase in energy prices. The ongoing trade war between US and China has increased the tariffs, the sanctions, and also some protectionism laws. The Red Sea attacks have been causing significant delays in shipping and also increasing the shipping costs. And for example, if we take India, India is heavily reliant on this Red Sea route because that is the most efficient channel that connects between Europe and Asia. And for the trade between, in India and Europe, Middle East and North America and even African countries, we use the trade channel. So that is the most efficient route for them. So following this, what happened was many of the shipping companies had to reroute their vessels around the borders of Africa, which is Cape of Good Hope, which was a much longer route, and obviously it got more expensive. All these, as you can see, has resulted in disruption in the supply chain, and we are going to continue to see that in 2025. So how do we prepare for this, or how are we, as importers and as businesses, how are we going to address these challenges? So let's look into it. So the first thing that you could do is diversify your suppliers and customers. Rather than relying on just one country for supplying your goods or, for even buying your goods, make sure you spread out your market and don't rely on just one country. And also trade routes as well. So think of, air transport, shipping transport, and also road transport if you can. So think of different modes of transport as well and diversify the different places that you supply. Even for supply, let's say if you're getting it only from India, think of getting it from other countries as well. So there's diversification. The second way is by regionalization. So start thinking of your regional customers, or start thinking locally now and look into who are the people who could supply you from your local area or in the region where you are based in. And let's say if you're based in London or UK, so start thinking of more of UK suppliers. The third way today is something called forward contracts. This is specifically helpful for you to lock in the exchange rates actually. So what happens is in a forward contract, what you will say is you will, let's say book in for the next 1 year at a specific price, so that in case of any market fluctuations, like in case of any of these, political issues or anything that's happening, your prices will not change. So make sure if you can lock in a price with a supplier or a contract, and then make sure you sign this something called forward contract. The second change that we have been seeing in the past few years is technological advancements. As you're aware, there has been an explosive growth in e-commerce and rapid innovation in technology in the past few years. We can see that artificial intelligence and machine learning having a huge impact in many industries and also increasing the efficiency in many businesses. They've been helping in forecasting the demands, they've been automating many of the tasks and then making it easy for actually the humans, by using all these technology. But the challenge is, as the businesses go more digital, they get more exposed to cyber attacks. So how do we make sure we are prepared for that, for this digital world? So first thing is you invest in training. So make sure you educate yourself and your team on how to use these new technologies and any changes that's happening within your business. And secondly, make sure you adopt gradually rather than making a huge change within your business. The third thing you could do is by strengthening your cybersecurity, that is by using robust software and multi-factor authentication to protect your data. The third change that we might be seeing is changing trade policies and tariffs. So in 2025, the businesses, whether you're in import business or any kind of businesses, we are going to be seeing a lot of change in the trade policies between the different countries, and as you're aware with India as well. So by the end of January is when they're going to be looking into the trade agreement again. So they're going to have a meeting soon. So we will be having more updates on the trade policies and the trade agreements between the different countries. As you might already be reading in the news, there is a chance that US might import additional tariffs on importing selected Chinese goods into the US in early 2025. So what would happen then is China, countries like China, so then they would have to make some adjustments. So when the tariffs increase, then the cost of the goods also would increase. And if there are any new protectionist policies that's coming up, then there would be import quotas which would make restrictions for some certain goods to penetrate into that market. So how could we tackle all these changes that's coming up? Make sure you stay updated on what are the new trade policies and the new trade agreements that's coming up. Secondly, what you could do is utilize the existing trade agreements, like if I take from India to UK, so there are certain goods that have a less duty rate. So make sure you understand what are the duty free products, or what are the products that in the existing trade agreements, what are the ones that can have a less duty rate. So for that, what you could do is you make sure you work with your local chamber of commerce or even the trade consultants for import and export, or any other government agencies who will be able to advise you on what are the products in this existing trade agreement that you could import at a lower cost. The last and the final change that we can expect, and which we have been ongoing seeing, is the changing consumer preferences. There has been a huge shift in the consumer preferences in the past few years, and which we will continue to see in 2025 as well. And if businesses do not adapt to these changes according to the consumer preferences, then you will risk of losing the market share. The first change that we saw in the past few years is increased demand for sustainable products. More and more consumers are prioritizing eco-friendly products these days. So it could be either having a biodegradable packaging, or it could be a recyclable packaging, or it could be any kind of certifications like organic certification or fair trade certification, or it could be carbon trust certification. So it could be any of these kind of certifications that these consumers are looking for. So what you need to do is you need to look into your existing product offerings and also your supply chain and the way that you are sourcing these products, and see which area is that where you could bring more sustainability or make it more green for the environment. You could be using eco-friendly materials in packaging, and once you are doing all that, make sure you show all these certifications on top of your packaging, and make sure you partner up with the sustainable suppliers. The second trend that we saw on the consumers was their focus on health and wellness. We see that the consumers are getting more and more health conscious and demanding for more clean label, organic ingredients and with nutritional benefits. Some changes that we have seen are like gluten-free, sugar-free, 100% natural, plant-based products rich in protein, made with real fruit, and these are the kind of some examples you must have seen in the supermarkets. So what you could do is you make sure you do your research and understand what's the trend, health trend that you could tap into, and make sure to put those nutritional benefits on the top of your packaging. The third trend that we saw was the demand for convenience. Everybody is having a busy lifestyle these days, and that busy lifestyle has led to the demand for convenient solutions like ready-to-eat meals, subscription service, pre-packaged kits and all these kind of things. And you can see that meal kits like HelloFresh and even e-commerce platform on a one-click button has become very, very popular these days. So when you are making a product, you need to make sure that your product is easy to use and it's very convenient for the customers. So how can you adapt? Make sure to simplify your packaging and also instructions that you give on the packaging. So second way is to explore the direct to consumer or the D2C channels, which is either selling it through your website or selling it through other website, e-commerce website, so that it creates convenience for the customers because the goods are delivered directly to their doorstep. And then if you can offer any subscription offers, like because sometimes you see on Amazon as well, if you subscribe and this is this price, and if it's a one-time buy, it's at this price. So make sure you offer flexibility for those customers. So that's it from me today. So 2025 seems to be a year full of opportunities and definitely challenges. So the only way you can sustain and survive is being flexible and adaptable. So so make sure you are prepared for all these changes that's coming up, and you will definitely be doing good. If you can let me know where you have logged in today from or where you're watching this video from, it'll always be good to know where our community is based and where you're planning to import or export this year as well. So you can just say India to UK or UK to India. So you can just say where you are planning to export to or where you are based. It'll be always great to know. Wishing you all the very best in your business, and if you have any questions, please do put it in the comments below. And if you wish to get in touch with me, you can contact me on Instagram, send me messages there, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Or you can contact me on email if you wish to have my one-to-one consultations. It's nishamenon.uk@gmail.com. So wish you all the very best and see you in my next video. Bye bye.